So, good morning, my dear and brave people who have been watching these videos so far and have not died of boredom or other diseases. So, thanks a lot. We have just left Hameln, we are on our way to Minden, and I can announce one really major attraction coming up just before Minden, and another one as good, a little different, just north of Minden. So they will both be in this video today. But before I start filming and giving you some shots of the Weser, let me ask you some questions. Usually when you hear me talking on the bike, you see the landscape, and I think that's preferable. But all my competitors do it like this. They speak into the camera, you see their face, and you can only guess where you are pedaling. Please write in the comments, what do you prefer? And please write into the comments, what do you like about the video so far? What do you dislike? I know I am not doing the world's best videos. Oh my god, I'm lacking experience, I'm lacking a drone, I'm lacking time and whatsoever. But what I do also know is that the route following all these rivers, and basically with 95% cycle paths along rivers, circling just around Germany from the Black Forest back to the Black Forest, that I think is remarkable. I don't know how many people have done that before, and maybe that is something for people who have time like me, who like river cycle paths. So write about that in the comments as well. And if you only write one word in these comments, even if you write a negative one, the YouTube algorithm doesn't mind. So the more comments I get, the better it is that the YouTube algorithm shows this to other people. I know I will never attract 1 million spectators, not even 1,000, but I am sure there are 100 people out there who are interested in this. So let the YouTube algorithm find them by you writing some more comments. Thank you very much. And here we are again, directly pedaling along the Weser. Oh my, it's already getting warm. Oh, I remember this place from last year. This is Tina's Cafe Tanke. Tina's gas station for coffee and some little snacks to eat. You put the money into a box, but cyclists are honest people, so this works. Oh, I love it. It's just outside Hameln though, so I am not hungry. I will go on. Tina, I wish you good luck with this, and thanks for taking such good care of all us cyclists. We have officially reached the north of Germany, at least to my understanding, because we substituted the timber-framed houses for those brick houses. I like both types, but just now, because this is new for me, I'm completely excited, and I could show you every brick house I am passing. But this one is a nice one with the roses. So this is the village of Ahe, which is completely full of those red brick buildings, and I will take you through. So, crossing the Weser in Rinteln, and here is the shot of the promised beach club. And this year the weather is way nicer. If I lived here, I would be a frequent guest there. Can you go swimming in the Weser? I don't know, but maybe you can. So this is what the locals called Weser Kiss of the Weser. That's the little river Weser, not to be mistaken with the Werra, which creates the Weser together with the Fulda, if you remember last year. So this Weser kisses the Weser here. So, and that's what the then kissed Weser looks like. In order to reach the plains of northern Germany and finally the North Sea, the Weser had to dig itself through the Weser Bergland, the hills surrounding the Weser. And it did that here at Porta Westfalica, the gate to Westphalen, Palatinate in English. There is even a city, Porta Westfalica, nearby. And in honor of this Porta Westfalica, we are standing below the second highest monument of Germany. I'm not giving it away right now, because I will take you up there for a breathtaking, spectacular view going up to the monument. Thank goodness, through the forest. Halfway there. Oh my God. Ta 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 ta. We are up. And now you can see much better that Porta, that narrow gap. Down there, that little thing is the Weser. When we were down there, I thought it was pretty big. And that's what the surrounding country looks like. And I told you about the plains of northern Germany. You can clearly see them. And in the very far distance, there's the North Sea. And this here is Germany's second highest monument, with a total elevation of 88 meters. It's the Emperor William Monument, the Kaiser Wilhelm Monument. And they placed it here so that everyone traveling through the Porta Westfalica could and had to see it. Quite majestic. So, Mr. Emperor, over my passage through the Porta Westfalica and on my way to the North Sea. A little fun fact on the side. When the British tried to detonate this monument after the Second World War, they dug some tunnels into the underlying mountain and put massive explosives underneath. The detonation was massive, but the monument stayed intact. Remember? Sounds a little bit like the Bridge of Remagen. And also remember, the monument in Koblenz was the same guy. So, I made it safely down from the monument, down to the Weser, which looked increasingly bigger, surprise, surprise, only to arrive at this colossal construction north of Minden. What you see is a gigantic bathtub for ships. Ships who want to cross the Weser on the Mittellandkanal, which goes from the Benelux countries to Poland, to the Odra. So, this humongous water street crosses the river Weser. There are even intersections. You can go from the Weser to the Mittelkanal and backwards, which is done by locks. And these locks look like gigantic elevators for ferries. So everything here is gigantic. By the way, we will meet this Mittellandkanal again on our way down south on the Elbe, where north of Magdeburg the Mittellandkanal crosses the Elbe, which is supposedly an even bigger construction. A gigantic bathtub for ships, and there in the distance you can even see one. And here I take you along for a little stretch. Wow, what a gigantic thing. How much steel must they have used? The water alone weighs tons. Oh, and here we are over the tiny looking Weser. In the very far distance you see the Porta Westfalica with the monument. Well, you don't see it, but I will give you an arrow. And now we just see a ship crossing on the other side. My God. This is called the Wasserstrassenkreuz Minden. Oh, I seem to be faster than the ship. And this here is the gigantic elevator I was talking about. This is the Weser going northwards. And behind me, on the level of that window, maybe 25 meters up, is the Mittellandkanal access. So the ships get lowered or lifted to that height of the window. And from here you can see the dimensions even better. An elevator for ships, which is called a Schachtschleuse in German.